Ready, set, go.
Alright, welcome back to Disco Elysium. Last we left, we're getting a reality lowdown from Joyce over here. Because it seems like she's the one that will be accommodating enough to answer our very, very stupid questions. And also we're doing it at a time where we don't have Kim around to be embarrassed on our behalf. You know? It's just us and Joyce, you know? So let's,
Good.
yes.
What can I help you with?
I have some more questions about reality, this whole reality business that I've been learning about and need to know more about.
Basic reality?
Yeah,
My favorite part of the day. Go ahead.
Nice.
Ask me anything.
glad to hear. She's positively surprised. Great. What times are these? When are we living in these days?
Unimportant times, Detective.
Are they?
You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what, though? That's an interesting thing to say, but too late for what?
The big time.
The big time. The hell does that mean? What is the big time?
Revolution.
And what's I keep hearing about this revolution. What is it?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next.
Right.
Who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights.
Right.
It's a real kerfuffle.
Yeah, that sounds like a real kerfuffle. Sounds like a whole freaking quesadilla is what that is. Okay, so you know, starting in order, who got shot in the
Those
head?
would be the communists. Generally
Okay.
speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution.
That's a lot.
But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
Oh geez, that's a lot of communists.
Oh, and the anarchists too.
And the anarchists.
shot them
Okay,
well.
unfortunate. Well.
So well, one forgets they even existed.
Did the communists and the anarchists shoot back? I assume they did as best they could have.
Ever?
Right,
Before
yeah.
they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Okay. All right, that's truly a kerfuffle is
Yes,
what that is.
The Insulindian deluge, they call it.
That's a strange term to use for a bunch of people killing each other, is deluge. Anyone else got shot in the head on the
lots
opposing
of
side?
Even
Okay.
the king got shot in the head, or thrown
All right.
off a horse.
That's
or
something.
drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious.
They always do.
Just as well, he wasn't actually the king.
Ah.
Just the king's nephew.
How does that? But then why do we call him the king?
Abdicated and lived out a long and
Okay.
productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Great. Okay. Well, I don't really care much about kings.
About
Tell me one more
head-shooting?
thing. No, about the mineral rights that you were mentioning.
The liberals
The
got
rights
the
to
mineral
the
rights.
to the dirt.
And by mineral rights,
Oh.
I mean everything.
Yeah, and by liberals,
Liberals are
you
usually
mean
middle-class people,
yeah.
Detective, or the remaining
Yeah.
gentry, the beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement.
Yes, the beneficiaries of the status quo, as
Some
we
were
call
rich
it.
enough to stay with the constitution, with
Mm-hmm.
monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet
Right.
on the revolution. They were called the ultras or ultra-liberals. They
Oh.
fared well.
How can you ultra liberal? That seems a little oxymoronic, but okay. How did the liberals
Didn't
win it all?
so much as survive.
Right.
We were the last ones standing when the war ended.
Right.
Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
Fascinating that Joyce identifies herself as part of this group. Makes sense.
She's one of them.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. I also registered that. Thank you, Rhetoric. If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender
foreign
to?
intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
But you just said that the liberals had already
The
took
Liberals
everything.
took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground.
Right.
The Coalition took the ground.
Oh, great.
The ocean,
Yes.
the laws, and the people.
Perfect. We love that. And who are the
The
coalition?
Coalition of Nations.
Okay.
Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur la Clay, the armed
Right.
center of the world.
Okay.
They landed here and ended the revolution.
The United
It was
Nations,
the
you might say.
moralist thing to do.
Of course it was. Of course it was.
There is bitterness in her voice,
Okay.
tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
Sure. What do you mean it was the moralist thing to do?
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe
Interesting.
in mineral rights.
I thought
and
that
not
was the
shooting
liberals.
people in the head. At least not
Okay.
in the same manner and volume as the others do.
Right. Of course
They are
not.
the long-standing
Of course not.
provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition
Right.
government.
Interesting. We're getting into some goddamn politics right about here. This is some freaking politics.
This is their zone of control. They
Okay.
embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
How so? What if I was picking the option that I don't think I am moralist,
Of
ma'am.
course.
What?
Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
Certainly not. Certainly not in my line of work. Me, Connor, I did not choose this line of work, so there's only so much I can say about that. When was this whole goddamn
The turn of the
kerfuffle?
century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question.
Okay.
The
how?
revolution began in '02 on the
Okay.
Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Okay, who
It wasn't a
started
who,
it?
but
Right.
a what? A
Okay.
pandemic of Zarat, a particularly
Zarat.
virulent prion disease, which the
Okay.
authorities in Grad proved unable to contain.
Ah.
Came along and overthrew the government.
Interesting. What did this Zarat do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
How does a disease do that? Something tells me this ain't actually a literal disease. Something tells me she may be skewing the story a little bit. Which I knew she was, but like, what?
Of
Really?
course not. It was
No.
a highly infectious
Okay, there we go.
microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The
Ah,
actual causes of the revolution
see.
were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
yeah, it can often do that in my experience. Where did it spread from there?
Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself.
Mm.
Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition
Okay.
crushed the Revachol commune 2
2008?
years later. It was the end.
Okay.
Why?
What came next?
You and I, officer.
Sure.
Our lives in the zone of control.
Gotcha.
Something
And
tells
here we
me
are.
her life and yours are not that similar.
No, our lives. In fact, thank you, Inland Empire, for that reminder that our lives are not the same. I am an alcoholic amnesiac cop trying to solve a murder case, while she is a company representative on a boat.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
I suppose. I don't. Okay. So what's the zone
A
of control?
city-state divided into free market zones under
Hmm.
the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations.
What is an
and you,
interregnum?
of course, the citizens' militia.
Right. Sure.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct
Oh.
41. Chad
Okay.
Taylor presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
Why do I need to know about that? Why do I need to know about this esprit de corps?
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the
Okay.
failure of the suzerain and the commune.
Okay. Trying to take all of those words in. This is a lot of words. This is a lot of lore. It's a really lore-heavy episode today. But alright, what happened in the rest of the world?
They developed the marvels
Ah,
of the interinsular
modernity.
communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the fifth decade.
Aftermath. Right.
43 years. Hard to fathom, I know.
Alright, and what according to Joyce Messier have we been doing all that
The
time?
20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the
Okay.
river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still,
Yep.
it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19
Right.
was simply hell.
Oh, what happened in 08 to 19? Why am I asking and after that? I want to know what happened in 08 to
The
19.
30s? Things settled down in the 30s.
Oh, did
Revachol
they?
East
Okay.
transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the
Great.
international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
We love ourselves some tax havens. Were they
No.
going somewhere?
It was a
No.
market mirage fueled by
No.
cocaine and quantitative easing. The
Hmm.
40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say.
Right.
And here we are.
She curtsies. Nice. The curtsy is a nice touch.
Welcome to reality, baby.
Great. Thank you. New skill point. Hey. Let's just find out about what Joyce would have done differently. Let's find out about what Joyce would have done
Good
differently.
question.
Yeah.
What would you have done differently?
What? That's not the question I asked. Don't frickin' just turn it around me. Answer the question. I mean, I at least would have sought a medical solution. Sounds like Zarat drove these people
Cold
mad.
moves up your spine, reaching its tendrils up your neck, toward the back of your head.
Why do I need to know about this,
So
Shivers?
a quarter of humanity
Uh-huh.
simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding
Right.
protein, unlife, with a technology 50 years ago?
I don't know. These are all hypotheticals, Joyce. Certainly not privatized healthcare. Liquidate the... no. Some hygiene, modest social care, and perhaps a little research program. That's worth a shot. Sounds like worth a shot.
And for a moment,
I
there's
healed some
silence.
morale right
The
there.
charge dissipates into the dark water. All is quiet
Yeah.
on the Martinez inlet.
Thank you, Shivers. Again, I don't know why that's
There
necessary,
is
but...
peace in the heart.
Oh, is there? That's
Good
nice.
hygiene. Really.
And
A very
it goes a long way.
moderate solution to an extreme problem. It's those sort of half measures that doomed the authorities in Grad.
Yeah, well, I didn't have... Yeah, I didn't have access to not half measures that didn't include killing people. So, you know, I was working with what I was
When
given.
they failed to step up, Marzov and his party stepped in.
Aha.
In this particular case, maybe a more robust state response might have been appropriate.
There you go. There you go. All right, that's
They
enough
are what
about the
they are.
times.
Who
They sure
knows?
are.
An afterbloom may yet come.
Sure. We'll
Anyway,
see.
enough sentimentality.
Enough
Is there anything else you want to
sentimentality.
know?
Not so.
Yes.
Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
Okay. All right. Like, steady on there, rhetoric. I'll probably get to that. Okay, this is still pretty low. What is this acute encephalopathy? I don't know where I heard about that, but I want to know about it. What is this acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by
Oh.
lack of vitamin B in the brain.
Oh,
Symptoms
vitamin B.
include retrograde amnesia. It's quite
Okay.
serious.
Oh,
You should get yourself checked out.
I should. I really should. I should go to a doctor, you know? If it's gotten to the point where I've lost my badge and my gun, and I don't remember anything about reality, should probably go to a doctor. But I don't know if we have public health care in this place, so I don't know if I've got the money to take care of that. I've barely got the money to freaking pay rent.
She
So-
conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective.
As in, she conveys empathy in short, cold bursts. Gotcha.
In case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
All right, empathy and rhetoric. You guys need to. Actually, empathy. You can stick around. Rhetoric. You can maybe just take a seat for a second. What causes encephalopathy?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Couldn't. It's well, it's definitely the drinking. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna sugarcoat this. It's the drink.
Slowly.
Yeah. Let's go straight for the Esprit de Corps legendary check. What is
6 kilometers
Nice.
southwest in the Valley
Okay.
of Dogs.
okay?
Junior officer Chad Tilbury
Okay.
takes aim at a rabid black dog, licking its wounds in the grass.
Why do I know about this? Why am I aware of this? Why is this
To
relevant?
his left, his partner,
Uh-huh.
Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset? In
Is that me?
Montanez?"
Am I Tequila Sunset?
Yes, he lost his mind, Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. Don't
Uh-huh.
worry, Emil. He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again.
Am I Tequila Sunset? Is that like a call sign or something?
We
Is that what
always
I-
do.
What exactly am
You?
I?
You're an officer
Yes.
of the RCM.
Right. Yes. The Revachol Citizens Militia.
Preciso Mundo.
Thank you for this precise mundo. That helps. I needed it exactly in that term. And what is, pray tell, what is the Revachol Citizens Militia?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary
The-
Revachol, detective.
Thank you, but so you said de facto?
Yes, that means not de jure.
Well,
The
that doesn't help
RCM
me.
acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law.
That
both
doesn't
at the
help me
behest of
either.
The coalition government, and to its chagrin.
Okay. What do you mean, ma'am, when you say any of the words that you just said? Could you say them again in a way that makes plain English?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, three pieces
Okay.
of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
Okay, I think I understand that. Okay. So the RCM's responsibilities protect the free market, protect capitalism to the benefit of foreign capital. Understood. I'm basically a lackey of capital.
There's nothing basic about your role, detective.
All right,
It's
sure,
true
maybe
that
not.
the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it.
Right. Yes, okay. She
Yet,
leans in.
On the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Okay. Why not, though?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government.
Okay.
Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially
Right.
on the west side of the river. Gang warfare,
Okay.
a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown.
Right.
They called it the international zone because no
Right,
nation wanted
okay.
to claim responsibility. The
Ah,
Elysium
yes.
restored peace where the Coalition failed. The
Ah.
True Blue Citizens Initiative. They will never forgive you.
Okay, so we intervened on their failure, and they resent us for that. Okay, understood.
So permit me to conclude with
Understood.
this. Who
Yes,
you are to me is the police. The
right.
only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
And that's not saying much, quite frankly. Okay. Thank you,
And if
ma'am.
those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality,
Sure.
well, I'm here to help.
I appreciate that, Joyce, while we just stand here in what seems to be blowing snow, explaining reality to me. I appreciate that. What was the RCM again? I don't need that. I want to know what you are. What are you doing here, Joyce? What the hell are you doing here, Joyce?
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
I'm gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let her answer.
And the vilest of the vile. A
Okay.
traitor. A devourer of nations and infants.
Okay, and on what, like, what angle are you taking here? Like, where are
am
you
an
going with
ultra.
this? An ultra liberal. Okay. I don't understand. What's so vile
Haven't
about
you
that?
heard?
Right.
I am a nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp.
Hmm.
One of those who pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution.
Okay.
I can see you thought I'd gone extinct. No sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. You're a centrist at heart.
Am
a real
I?
moralist. Tell me.
I don't know if that's what
now
I was
that I've
going for.
uncoiled myself. Do you find me frightening?
Maybe not fright.
In
Well,
her
a
green
little
eyes,
bit.
You see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
I don't know if she's a monster. I don't know really any details of things that she's done. I know about the things that her company has done. I'm gonna go with the I
A
don't
fitting
care.
punishment. To be forgotten, if not forgiven.
Yeah.
Save a prayer for us in our chateaus on Ozon and in
Yeah.
Stella Maris. When
Yeah.
the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess.
Right.
By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
And by last generation, because I mean, you know, obviously this game is making some commentary. It's a different, like, it's set in a different time period from where we are, but it's making commentary as would any speculative fiction on the time in which it was created. And so I wonder if Joyce is a representative of either, like, Gen Xers or millennials? Maybe boomers? I don't really know how old Joyce is. She doesn't seem terribly old. But interesting that the line of "this was all our last generation managed" rings interestingly to my my, I guess we would call zillennial ears. Would you have done something
With
different?
due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery.
While a gentle wind sweeps the streets.
Okay, Shivers,
of
what
the
are you
rebuilt
doing? What are you...
Light
Shivers.
diesel washing it clean. Lights go
Shivers,
and motor carriages
I don't need you to be
circulate
here.
the tracks.
You and Rhetoric, I mean, Rhetoric might actually be a little useful every now and then. It throws in a nice comment, but Shivers is just saying details. You're just throwing in sensory experiences, and they're not necessary at the
We're not to
moment.
relinquish sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If
Okay,
not for my own sake.
right.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have
Ooh.
burned the whole Isla down rather than let them have it.
I don't like the idea of defending sovereignty. That makes me icky. That gives me the ew.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
So you're a patriot?
I suppose I am.
Ew.
But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Okay, that's not really an excuse. Your
Yes.
daughters?
Whatever else I am. I'm also a mother.
Yeah.
And a wife.
Right, yes.
Now, shall we return to reality?
Sure, what's all this? What's all this then? You know? Just spread your hands. We could be referring to the snow.
A bird?
What is this?
A Svenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
What? I meant what? Actually, no. Keep
Some
guessing.
Sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an ancient ruin. A
Excuse
symbol
me?
of hubris and decay. Half submerged in some salty sea.
Where'd you...
Of course
Really?
you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
All right, fair enough. What is this place here? I thought we were getting somewhere there, but I guess not. What's this place here?
This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A,
Saint-Ghislain.
where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot.
Great.
Or two.
Or two. Okay. What is Rue de Saint-Ghislain 33A?
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old
Okay.
buildings are called tenements, you see.
Right.
And new buildings, bâtiments.
Bâtiment.
After les bâtiments nouveaux.
Right.
33A and 33B are not nouveaux.
No,
They're old.
nothing around here seems nouveau, quite frankly.
This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was
Okay.
before the war, of course.
Right. I always thought that, because nouveau, I'm pretty sure they're referring to as new. But I thought that the French word for new was nouveau, like spelled Nouveau. I'm just a little confused, but maybe I'm wrong. Who lived in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Whoopsies. Oopsie toodles. Clumsy little cannons.
Splat, splat.
Cindy. Cindy, what are you doing up there? Cindy, what are you doing up there? Alright. From a dilapidated balcony, a young girl in odd clothes gives Joyce the evil eye, a red paintbrush held to her throat.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Cindy, the skull. Thank you. What is that? What is Cindy the
The
skull?
girl in the old lady rags. Looks
Yes.
like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Ah, infraculture. What do you mean,
Yes.
Joyce?
You and I belong to the supraculture.
What?
We're common.
Okay.
The herd. The music
Right.
on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too
Right.
popular for the girl in the old lady rags.
Okay. All right.
She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular.
Ah.
It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
Interesting take there. Interesting. So she's part of a niche or a clique, you might say. Make it more. I understand everything. Make it more complicated.
I can't. That's how
Oh,
simple
well.
it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want.
Mm.
Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even
True.
those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead.
Depends on how you do it, but yeah, for a lot of the part, I agree.
All right. What next?
Suddenly,
next?
you're not so sure you're part of the supraculture.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I am. I know that I am in some ways, but like, I think I may be part of an
And what would that
infraculture.
be?
Cop.
She lets out an unrestrained laugh, crow's feet stretching onto her cheeks.
Ah, that's nice. I'm glad I could make her laugh. What's so funny about it?
Nothing, nothing. It's just, true, that's all.
Yeah.
The uniforms, the language. Let's have another question about reality, shall we?
All right. All right, I got one more for you. It's really just a rehashing of what we've already talked about. But, seeing as you're asking, what was the RCM again?
More nor less than the de facto law enforcement body.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
That means not de jure. The RCM.
Right. That's it for the who I am part.
Conclude with this.
Right. Yes.
Who and if
Right.
those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic
Right.
terms of reality? Well, I am here to help.
Right. Okay, I think that's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little
Thank
that
you
I
very
know.
much.
Anything else?
I think that's pretty much it. Thank you. All right. We got some good work here done. Okay. I am not going to level up there. We've got some stuff to internalize. I'm gonna grab one of these. Confirm. Regular law official. -2 Inland Empire. Nothing funky. Okay, so it looks like you've got a touch of a bit of the normal in you. Okay. Could look at that. What about Koldum? Oh, Koldumama Dakwa. Yeah! Let's look for the frickin' Koldumama Dakwa. Let's do that. No temporary research bonus whatsoever, but we're doing it, baby. Yeah, let's go. Oh, I'm so ready. Okay. I can't upgrade anything anymore. Great. Okay, well, don't entirely know what else to do around here. I guess I should probably find me some money. Maybe let's talk to this lady up here. Let's talk more to Cindy the Skull, see if she's got anything more to talk about. Seeing as she's around and all and whatnot. To the balcony. I think I'm on the wrong balcony. I think I've landed on the wrong balcony. I think I've landed on the wrong balcony. Let's go the other way. If I had a nickel every time I've gone to the wrong balcony, I wouldn't have very many nickels, but... Oh, it was right here. There we go. Alright, there you are, Cindy. Yeah, you got anything to say for yourself after that
Hello
little...
again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Well, sure. Yeah, it's very nice, but maybe you can tell me something about the murder victim's missing armor?
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art? Art for the body?
Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll
Yeah,
give you
fair.
this
Yeah,
one.
true.
I
Alright.
saw a little girl in the fishing village
The
running
fishing
around
village?
with military-grade handwear.
Oh.
Looked cute as hell.
I'm sure it would have, but okay.
If
Fishing
you
village.
haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have
Right.
a good time.
Thank you, I will. And there's a little girl wearing the gloves
no,
there.
No, that's all the snitching
Okay.
Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually,
Fair enough.
I don't even know why I told you what I just told you.
Okay. All right.
I have a weakness
Understood.
for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
All right. Sorry about that. All right. Catch you later, Cindy. All right. Well, that's good to know. Great. Let's get back inside. Oh, whoop. This is the wrong place. What time was I supposed to go pick up my dice? I think I'm supposed to go pick up my dice at some point here. Find the armored gloves. As the little girl in the fishing village down the coast who knows something about the armored gloves. I don't know if I can get there yet. Pick up dice. Be ready in 8 hours. And that was at 12:13, so I'm waiting until 2013. Okay, that's still a little bit of a ways away. So... Okay. Man, that drawbridge is a real bottleneck problem for the rest of my plans here. I gotta find myself some money. Hey.
Oh, look.
I know.
It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
You know what? You're right. I feel bad asking you for money of all people. I'm gonna go ask the racist lorry driver for money. I'm gonna go ask the racist lorry driver for some money. I can't ask you for money, I guess. Alright. That's unfortunate. Oh, hello. What is this? What do we have here? Hello?
Long stuck in the traffic jam.
Oh.
This big, heavy Grod-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
What do we got here? Look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see
Okay.
a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and
The
insignia?
driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia.
Uh-huh.
Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
That purity one seems like a bit of a red flag. What about the back
The
seat?
back end of the cabin is a small perch to sleep.
Right,
Large
okay.
ashtrays. There are
Yeah.
several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Okay.
A book with ragged edges catches your notice.
Uh-huh.
The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from
Right.
Yelmdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Alright. Interesting. Good to know. Don't know why that info would be useful to me. But there it is. Let's see what we've got for quests. What can we do here? Find the traffic hooligan. See if I can prove my authority to Titus Hardy. Try that again. Give that another good old go. See how that freaking goes. I don't know. See if I can ask the freaking. No, never mind. I'm not gonna ask this guy. Maybe I can ask the Jolly Mask for some money. See if the Jolly Mask knows where I could get some money. I just need to pay some rent.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
Nothing, I guess. Shoot. Okay. Well. Alright. Never mind. Let's go try and prove my loyalty to Titus. Ooh. Oh, it's karaoke night. I forgot that it's karaoke night. Alright, Titus.
It's you again.
It's me again. Locked. Established. Ah, shit. Okay. Never mind. Guess I gotta level up again. Okay. I haven't found any tapes for karaoke either. Let's ask could the cryptozoologist perhaps give me
hello,
some
dear.
money?
There you are again.
Hello. I cannot ask for money. Oh. Oh, I only need 20 real? Oh, I'm fine then. I'm fine then. I'm gonna go to bed. Or maybe I'll just... I'm actually just gonna rest on the bench for like an hour
The twiddling
so I can
barely
get my
keeps your
dice.
hand.
Nice. Alright, let's go get ourselves some dice from the doomed commercial area. And then, get on our way. Here we are. Hello, friend.
It's you again. Are you
Yeah,
looking for a die?
hang on. Yeah, wait. Why hasn't her business failed? What? Wait. Hang on. Did I not order a die? Failed. Tuesday, 12:30. Well, I guess this is still... Alright. Never mind, I guess. Oh, wait. Smoker on the balcony. Sometime after 2100. I don't know. That's weird. I am here 8 hours after. 8 hours down. But it was very strange. I don't know why that didn't work. But let's go take another rest, I guess. Go up to the guy on the balcony.
Time passes. You ponder
It sure
upon
did.
an endless.
Okay. We get up. Let's go. I'm gonna really quickly check on her one more time. I know it's a bit of a trip, but let's just check on her one more. And it's locked. Okay. So then what the heck? Maybe I'll just check on her tomorrow. I'll just pick up the die tomorrow. Let's go to this guy on the balcony. Luckily, it's the exact balcony that I mistakenly went down when I was trying to talk to Cindy, so I know exactly where I'm going. To balcony. Here we are. Sir. Hey, there he is. There's our man. Hello, sir. What up?
Marie, you found me.
Hello. I sure did.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good
Does it
mood
feel like
tonight.
a Friday? It's definitely a Tuesday, but I'm glad he feels like a Friday.
And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
Sure. Yeah, the cleaning lady let me in. She also led me to your apartment.
Beautiful.
Great. I'm glad you think so, he replies, smiling. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes. What's this guy's game?
Are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm aiming for,
Beautiful.
yes. Sure. Not much of a conversationalist.
I have some good news for you.
guy. Oh.
My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight.
Oh,
I
is
told
he?
him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in.
Okay.
He's already waiting.
Oh, perfect. Great. By the way, I'm really digging the view here.
Mm-hmm. That's why
nice.
I chose this place.
Nice.
Martinez is special, isn't it?
It sure is. It's not Friday tonight, so I'm not going to ask if it's Friday tonight. Very well. I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so
That's
many
nice,
questions.
but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
Okay, but why can't I just ask you
He takes
questions?
another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one.
Besides, I've got to run.
Why?
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
Run
To
where?
the city.
What?
It's a beautiful night.
Well, yeah, you're right, but like I thought we were just about to
A
meet your
man
friend.
on high heels stumbles out of a basement club.
What?
Music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly.
Okay.
And as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
All right, go then.
All right.
What was that? Okay. Okay, I guess I can go
And
talk
he's gone again.
to the guy.
Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
That was very strange. But I leveled up. I'm gonna upgrade my authority so that I can talk to Titus again. Great. Let's head on in. Have a conversation with this bespectacled lad. Oh, let's take a look at everything we can take a look at here. A party dragon silk robe. I'm not just gonna steal things from this guy's apartment. I'm just gonna take a look. An old photo of the same apartment dated year 01. Okay. Good to know. Someone is always watching. Okay, a quarterly business magazine. What do we got under the bed? Don't mind me. A Sumerian conical hat. Okay. None of this is weird. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. Alright, let's frickin' talk to you, sir. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers. Do we have an artist on our hands? If stability is ensured, progress will naturally follow.
Officers of the
Hello?
Citizens Militia.
Yes, hello, Sunday friend. The man in business casual removes his cufflinks. Oh, we're getting down to business over here.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason, you feel this man is your superior.
I don't know why this
Superior,
guy is...
But he's not in the command chain.
No, he's
My
not.
name is Charles Vildrouin, and I'm
Okay.
an official with the coalition government.
Oh, you are?
I work for the Institute
Oh.
of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé.
Okay, Sunday
I
friend.
heard you talking to my friend outside.
Yes, I
Very good.
was.
Super.
Why?
I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me
Okay.
about the hanging.
Alright. I guess you know about that. Okay. This guy gives me weird vibes.
What's a drag? He seems like a
Yeah.
cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Before we go on, I absolutely must inquire about this wonderful canopy.
Oh, yes. My friend has a great eye for these things. He
I
refuses
see
to tell
that.
me where it came from. It's a mystery. I believe they call this type of frame industrial.
Industrial. Well, that's nice. That's good to hear.
That's
Okay.
really all I can tell you about it.
This guy looks like Robert California from The Office. Okay. So, did you actually witness the
I'm
lynching?
sorry to say I did, officer.
Oh. Start from the beginning if you
Officer,
don't mind.
it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
As in entertaining?
I mean, it was so strange. I could barely believe what was happening.
Right.
I was on the balcony
Okay.
when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one.
I see.
That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Right. How many of
I
them
couldn't
were
tell
there?
you exactly. Less than 10.
Why not?
Maybe 8?
Less than 10, maybe 8. Okay.
Sound familiar? That matches the prints you observed at the
Sure
scene.
does. Were any of them huge, like 200 kilograms huge?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they
Well,
were
no,
all
just
quite human.
maybe a real,
As
like
far
a really like like, large guy. Did any of them... Did any of them look like drummers? I don't know if drummers have a look.
Drummers? Why?
No.
But then, I don't know what a drummer is supposed to look like.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. What happened next?
I went back inside.
Okay. So you didn't actually see the lynching
Officer,
happening.
The yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Right. Were they
Or
men? Women?
presume. But
Okay.
again, I couldn't see very clearly.
That doesn't quite comport with what you know. Don't forget the driver.
Are you sure at least one of them
It's
wasn't
possible,
a woman?
Officer, but I cannot say with certainty.
This guy's not giving me any helpful information. Do you know what ethnicity they were?
White, though I believe I
Okay.
saw 2 Aeropagites among them. And
Don't know what that means.
That one spoke with a Mesk accent.
Okay. What happened
Well,
after that?
That's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened.
What do
It
you...
was oddly quiet for a public lynch.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy. You can't just say nothing happened if there was a public lynching.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all.
Okay.
There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Okay. So no, like, big ruckus. And why didn't she call the Oh, I know why they didn't call the RCM. It's because the whatever the guy's a part of, what's it called? Well, I guess I don't know. He's from the big council thing. They don't like us. Right? But let's ask
You're
just
right,
in case.
That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock.
Sure you were in
I'm
shock.
afraid I don't have anything else to add.
Okay, can you at least tell me
All I
when
can
it
say
happened?
is that it was late.
This is not helpful at all. You're not giving me literally anything. You're not giving me literally anything. So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself,
No,
did
I
you?
didn't see the corpse until the following day.
That was a waste of
I'm
time.
sorry I couldn't be of more assistance.
Yeah, me too. What's an official like you doing in
The
Martinet?
coalition is only looking out for the price stability.
Right.
Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be
Sure.
controlled. The economy
Sure.
impacts
Okay.
the entire international community, which is why
Uh-huh.
it requires international oversight.
What is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
That doesn't tell
It's
me
the central goal
anything.
of any sound monetary policy.
Okay.
Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for
Right.
maintaining high levels of employment.
But you're not telling me what it is, bud. You're not This man is useless. This man doesn't say
Which is
anything.
essential for maintaining the social stability. Take your
How is
daily
this-
bread, for example.
Right.
Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation,
Mm-hmm.
it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce.
Sure.
That's
Okay.
why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
2% of
But not
what?
too far below. No. Too below is
You're-
also bad. Below, but close
You're not-
to 2%.
You're not answering my questions. This man is a politician. This man is a
The
politician.
coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability.
All right.
Transparency is one of our principles.
Oh, is
Would
it
you like an
now? Is
informational
it?
pamphlet?
Yeah,
A
sure.
sound
All right.
monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty.
Ah.
Stability is the raison d'être of the moral interne.
Right.
It's the reason why I identify as a moralist.
I don't need to know any of
But,
this.
oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today.
Oh,
That's
too
You can
bad.
always call our information line. Making
Great.
information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency.
Great. So glad to hear that. So glad to hear that. Thank you, Sunday friend. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm renovating it.
Why?
It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons
Right.
took the top 4 stories off.
Right.
This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here.
Sure.
You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
Okay. Okay, understood. So you're a
As I said
bureaucrat.
before, I'm
Right.
a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the
Yeah.
Institute of Price Stability.
Yes, you did say that.
This is one of the main projects of the Moral Inter.
Okay. Well, when you say international community, lay it on me. What the hell are you talking about?
La communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition.
Okay.
In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
Great. Okay. Cool. I've heard about this moral intern before. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna take everything this man is saying with a grain of salt, because that's really all he's giving me. Tell me about this moral
It's the
intern.
International Organization for Moralists. Hence,
Ah,
Moralist International.
right.
The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies.
I don't like that term. Don't like that term. I don't want mind babies. I don't want mind babies. Are you a
But of
moralist?
course.
But of course. Am I a moralist?
Do you value freedom? Do
Sure.
you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values?
What is a normal, stable
The
world?
Occident is part of the normal world.
Okay.
Oranje, Sur-la-Clé.
Martinez doesn't seem particularly normal or stable, now that you mention it.
Martinez? No. Martinez
Okay.
is something else.
Great. Okay, what about the rest of Revachol? Is it part of the normal
Revachol
world?
is generally difficult.
Oh,
It's led
difficult.
by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy.
Okay.
But they are working towards it. You're all doing
Of course
very
they
well,
are.
relatively speaking.
Relatively speaking. Okay. Great. It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D, none of the above. Is that more? All right. Don't need to call me out like this. You know what? I'm gonna go hardline communist on this one. Democracy is a meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot heel of capital. Which I'd agree with.
Ah, my friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work.
No, the lesson of the revolution is that people can be killed with bullets. It didn't work because the coalition crushed it violently.
Oh, yes. The big bad coalition crushed the revolution.
That's not what I said.
If the revolution was succeeding, would it have been crushed so easily?
I don't like this man. I don't like him one bit.
Are we really so bad for wanting compromise, peace, and prosperity on reasonable, achievable terms? Ask yourself that.
I don't want to.
Now, enough of
Right
this
now.
delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you
I don't
wanted
know
to
if I
ask?
would call it delightful. I'm not enjoying this conversation with this man. Tell me about
What's
Sir
there to
Leclerc.
say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern,
Sur
urbanized
Leclerc.
country that measures very
Okay.
high on the Human Development and Freedom Index.
Oh, good for
Mostly,
them.
though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS.
EPI. That's a new
Moreover,
one.
it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries.
Oh, good for
Revachol
them.
is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Oh, wow. How kind of them. That's nice
Oh,
of them.
Yes. Sur-la-Clé is mega benevolent to its darling.
Mega benevolent. Great. Okay, tell me about
Oranje is an
Orange.
exemplary
Oranje,
nation who,
yeah.
as a core
Okay.
member of EPIS,
What is-
contributes 28% of our annual
What is
budget.
EPIS?
Next to Sur-la-Clé, Oranje is probably the most prominent member of the international community.
Okay. Okay, but outside of EPIS, what is
Oranje's economy
Oran?
is one of the most advanced in the world. It
Okay.
has successfully transitioned
What does that
from
mean?
heavy industry to advanced services and
Okay.
generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community.
I love that this is my only response. Can you please, for the love of God, just speak like a normal human?
About what?
About anything. Literally anything. Could you act like a human being? Just tell me what it's like
It's
there.
very urban and very well organized.
That's
The
not...
streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people are
Okay.
polite and efficient. Like I
Okay.
said, they are an example for less emerged nations. to
Less emerged nations. Okay. Alright. Fine. Enough
Whatever you
business.
wish, officer.
Can you tell me about your friend, the guy that just sort of bailed here?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man.
Is
His
he?
family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him.
Mm-hmm.
But he understands the importance of education.
Good.
He has taken
Okay.
his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
Okay, what's
Kedra is a
Kedra?
candidate member of APIS.
Okay.
But
What is
between you and me,
EPIS?
their
What the
potential
frick is...
membership is a
I
more
don't remember what
contentious
EPIS
issue.
is. What do you mean? That their potential membership is a contentious
That it's
issue?
never going to happen.
What
They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
What is this EPIS thing you keep talking about? What the
EPIS
frick is
a
it?
very special program developed by the
Oh.
Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It
Okay.
began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be
Okay.
a wild success.
Oh,
Nothing but
wild
kilograms
success,
and
you say.
centimeters as far as the eye can see.
What do you... Unified system of weights and measures. As in like an actual measurement system?
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic
Okay.
union for the processing of steel. Another
Okay.
success. And between you and me,
What?
the Moral Intern feels emboldened by this success.
But
Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level.
But what is it? What are you talking about? What are the words that you're saying? What is it? Okay, we'll just start from, I'm getting so mad at this man. What does it stand
Why,
for?
It stands for progress and stability, like the Moral Intern.
That's not, listen to me, listen to the words that I say and answer like a living, breathing human flesh thing with a meat computer, please. What do the letters EPIS stand for?
It's been such a wild, extraordinary
I
success thus far. We are very excited to take it to the next level.
Sir, that's not what I asked. That's not what I fucking asked. That's not the question that I asked you. It's not a response to the words that I spoke with my mouth. You don't even hear the words I'm saying, do you?
A supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident.
The United States of Occident. Great. Is it gonna be like this place
You mean
here?
Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy.
Oh, transparent democracy, you say? Is that what the United States are gonna have? Is Revachol gonna be part of whatever the fuck
It's one day
EPIS
going
is?
to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Didn't you say that candidate members never become real members?
No, candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation.
Okay. I want to take a moment while we're talking to this absolute piece of work to commend the writers of this game for knowing just how perfectly to write an annoying, frustrating politician / bureaucrat. They really zeroed in on the worst part of liberal politics and crafted that and refined it down into the character that we are speaking to, unfortunately, at this moment right now. So, huge kudos to the writers of this game for making me as enraged as I currently am.
But we were talking about my friend here, not
We
politics.
sure were. How did you two become
How did any of us
friends?
become friends?
That's
Bad things happening on the Insulindian Peninsula.
okay.
Oil platforms ablaze in the night.
What?
Civil wars lasting for years. Finally, The international community is forced to
No one.
accept it.
You're describing how the coalition occupied
One of the
Revshal.
wonders of democracy is that everyone is allowed to have his own opinion. And not just allowed, encouraged even. Have you ever tried debate?
No. But what do you mean?
Debating. You should consider joining a debating society for adults.
Should
I
I?
hear they're oodles of fun. I
Oodles?
used to have a flyer for one, but
This is the most human that he's been this whole time. And even then, that's not
now
saying
that I start
much.
thinking of it, it was for an improv class anyway.
Okay.
It's this funny theater thing, you know?
Yes, I know about improv.
Helps
I...
reduce stress.
Sure, it sure
A
does.
chill runs down your spine as you envision a half-dozen people in professional attire standing around a chair, awkwardly pretending to be waiting for a motor bus. It's neither funny nor creative.
I know exactly what that game is. Oh, I love that. You still haven't even told me
Sorry.
who he is.
Who?
Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just earlier. We were talking about him.
But I told you,
Please.
officer, he's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone
Especially
of
the
our
arts.
civilization.
Sure it is. What's his name? Just tell me that. Just tell me that. What's his name? What's
Officer,
his actual
you
name?
have to understand. I can't give you his personal information.
I'm literally a
I'm sure you
cop.
have your own
Yes, you
methods and
can.
databases, all right? Please don't put me in this situation.
So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to
He's
study
deeply
the arts.
enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Okay, which ones? Which arts? Music, theater,
He's
painting.
a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts.
Okay.
Perhaps graphic design.
What does perhaps
knows?
mean?
The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
Okay. All right. I'll allow that. I will allow that. For, some people, they're multifaceted individuals. You can have more than one talent in the arts. You can be a real jack of all trades if you want. I'll allow that. What are you doing in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
What view? What view are you enjoying? It's dark outside. I'm not hearing
The
anything.
Insulindian Bay. This
What
place
about
used
it?
to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution.
Mhm.
Apartments, of course,
Mhm.
were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the
Mhm.
tenants without a private bathroom or a
Mhm.
kitchen.
Mhm.
But the million real view stays.
Mhm.
You can't take that.
Mhm. 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 I was asking about
My
your friend.
comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
All right. I had something else in mind. I guess there's another avenue this conversation
I'm
can
all
go.
ears, officer.
Actually, you know what? I think I've got all I need. Thanks for nothing. Fuck you. And,
Officer.
what? After giving me bullshit this entire freaking time, now you decide to speak
Do you
up.
have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I just want to take a look around in this apartment.
Sure, go ahead. It's a beautiful space.
Sure is.
Let me know if you have any further questions.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. In a wider sense, this is actually my apartment. This guy... I want to talk to this man as little as possible, honestly. Ooh, I'm gonna quickly... Transparency has always been our highest priority. Has it now, bud? Great. Flashlight. There we go. Okay, what do we got here? Dishes soaked up in a pot. Great. Empty ashtray. Anything else in here? Just the fridge. What do we got in the fridge? Is that note? Flyers for underground parties. Maybe I should take one of those. That might be nice to have. I'm gonna leave the robe. I'm gonna leave the robe, honestly. I feel weird taking it. This man is the best and worst thing in this game. He is the worst person in this game, and it's in such a way that it's truly commendable that he is something that could have been created and written by other people. It's so impressive and well done, and I hate it. Let's see if I can talk to this lady about anything else.
Give me a moment.
A few questions.
Ask
about those
away,
apartments.
policeman.
Oh, sure. Yeah, what can you tell me about Cindy? Mrs. The Skull. Yeah.
I could do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still.
I don't know if you'd call it ruining, just, modifying.
She leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
All right, I'll take that note. Thank
She
you.
mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Great. All right, I'm off. Thank you. All right. Well, what else can I do at this point? Track down my badge. Let's, prove my authority. Let's go try and reprove my authority. Now that I've leveled up my authority. Let's go give that another try. And if that doesn't work out, then we'll go to bed and wake up for another lovely day. At what point do I get, like, a paycheck? At what point do I get paid for all of this investigative work that I've been doing? Yo, Titus, square up.
It's you again.
It's me again. It's time for me to prove myself. Well, actually, I found someone who saw the hanging. A witness.
A witness? You
Yeah.
ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
Unluckily for you, this man was not a witness. He is, unfortunately, a real piece of shit.
That's just contactis, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and he's in witness protection.
My witness is not a local.
Let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
Who he is, in my experience,
It's like
irrelevant.
You said, Al. Copper's coming up with this on the spot. There is no witness.
I've
There
seen
is.
this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
Witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no
It's
commotion.
you assholes that feel the need to go around
Whoa.
like a fucking brass band.
What?
The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
So you're admitting it, Shanky. Why? I don't know why you felt the need to pipe up there, Shanky, but
It's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets.
okay.
What's with the cowbells, policeman?
Can't get enough cowbell. I don't know. Can't help it. Witness said it all looked like a surreal
That means
play.
absolutely nothing to me.
Yeah.
Sounds like some made-up horse shit.
It does. You're right. It does. Coming from the guy that I heard it from, it does sound like some made-up horse shit. But this is what I've got. Whole scene was long and drawn out, like a movie. What?
Sorry,
What
we
is
didn't
your
make it
problem,
more
Shanky?
action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
All right. Said he saw 2 people of Aeropagite descent and 1 mask. Aeropagite.
I think he's trying
Sure.
to say me and Theo.
Well,
Sure.
yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I
Sure.
already told you. We were all there.
Actually,
Great
there was nothing.
witness.
Okay. Let's now try to establish authority.
As you look around,
Hey!
swearing,
Let's go.
drinking, spitting out tobacco. Does this look
Okay. Where have I seen
You
this
believe
before?
The place was called Precinct 41. It
Ah.
was also filled with almost exclusively men sitting
Right.
on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
Right. Okay. So it's like I'm at home. So if I, or by at home, I mean just at work, like in the office. So if I treat it as such, perhaps I'll get somewhere
You've
with
seen
that.
Apricot, old Purdue's daughter, asked Lieutenant McCoy.
All right. All right.
replies
Esprit de corps.
Torson,
Okay.
The ass on that one. McCoy shakes his head in appreciation. A bit strange the old man named her Apricot. But, I mean, who am I to judge? Want to hit the kebab joint?
Sure. All right. Thank you, Esprit de corps. Really needed that anecdote. All right, Titus. I get it. I get it. You guys have made it pretty clear. You're the authority around here. I mean, you gotta be. You're pretty much like just real cops. You know, you're drinking beer, sitting around, dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Didn't say, that's not what I said. That's not what I
quite
said.
there yet. Push
No,
on.
no. No, I'm drunk on the job too. Don't give a shit, just
Speak
like you
for
guys.
yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years.
Ah.
Was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They
Sure.
don't know, man.
Sure.
They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the
Graffito?
30s.
I think it's graffiti. Well, all I see is you guys are sitting around talking about some lady named Monica's titties. Meanwhile,
So
there's an assault
what do
victim.
you want
Yeah.
from me? We
I'm just
took
saying,
care of
be a
that
little more
fuck.
sensitive, you know?
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
She needs counseling, and it's not about who did it. It's about the victim. She needs help. Ooh.
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
Oh, we've done it now, boys.
You want to help her, cop? Fine.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna let you help her, but you treat her with respect.
I always do.
If you don't, if you question her, harass her,
Okay.
a freight train of pain,
A
buddy.
freight train of pain. That is a good term. I appreciate the assonance, the quick rhyming there. What is her name?
Clausia, I'm on due.
Nice.
She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags.
Clash.
A real
Clash.
pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. Blonde.
Okay.
That's Amon Jew.
Why does that name look familiar?
You.
Okay. Amandu. Good
Shit.
to know.
The girl upstairs? That
Oh.
can't be her. She knows you drank so
Oh,
hard you
no.
forgot you were a cop.
Clash. Okay. Stay cool. This,
Yeah.
jeez.
Tall.
I'm gonna, just give me a second. Just give me a second. Okay. Oh, geez. Why did I say collage?
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
Don't mind me while I keep my cool.
Inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I'm totally fine. Everything is fine, Titus. Don't mind me one bit.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Oh, dear. No, so... Okay. I think I'm gonna go talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Understood. Thank you. I'm gonna take off now. Thank you, Titus. It's been very informative. Really appreciate it. Let's, Okay. We're fine. Doc knocking on the door number 3. Okay. Let's... empathy, volition. Hold yourself together, keep your morale up. I do need that. I need that very much. Thank you very much. Accept changes and close. Okay, let's go upstairs now that we've repaired ourselves some. Jeez. Okay, which one is door number 3? Oh, wait. I'm also gonna, while I'm down here, I gotta go pay my rent. Yo.
Can I help you?
Guard. My bill for tonight. Yeah, I do.
Good.
20 real for the night.
But remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you. Goodbye. Understood. Still got that much to spare. Okay. Now that we got that. Perfect. Got a lot of stuff done today. Even though it didn't necessarily seem like it. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3. Ma'am, this will be the last thing we do tonight.
The door is closed.
Knock. Hello?
Somewhere, not far from
Raj?
here, the lieutenant is preparing her file. Clausia Amandu, he writes. You realize the detective should be here for what comes next. It could prove dangerous to go in alone.
Okay, noted. In that case, this will not be the last thing we do. Paying rent will be the last thing that we do for tonight. We're gonna go to bed. We're gonna have whatever dream sequence we end up having. And that'll be the last thing we do.
Window, and not too inviting, but it's yours. You've earned it.
Go to sleep. It's sleepy time. Sleepy time for now.
Still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Yeah, do your best. Okay. Are we having any dream sequences?
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away.
Thank you,
but
limbic
you
system.
Can't go. No, you have to stay always half aware of yourself.
I forgot all about these guys. I don't like these
You're
guys.
Not cooperating, brother man.
What do you mean cooperating? And also, what do you mean brother man?
It's your disgusting body.
What?
Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it.
Okay.
Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But
Sure.
you cannot. Because of the pain.
The pain. What kind of pain are we talking about here?
A lot of it.
Okay.
Ever present in your organs.
Oh.
It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing.
Ooh, that is unfortunate.
Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking,
Okay.
what did we ever do to you?
Well, it's not entirely. I'll say it's the system has in fact failed me.
Yes, your body is a system, and it's failing you because you're failing it.
I think I need medical attention. We established this earlier in the episode, but I definitely need to see a doctor.
Oh yes, they'll check
What?
you out.
Okay.
Give you some pills. Make it all okay.
What? I don't know about.
Wonder makers.
I don't know about making it all okay, but it will probably help somewhat.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's
What?
not happening.
What do you mean?
They don't make new kidneys and livers in
Maybe I don't need a
hospital.
new one.
All you've got to do is pray to God it passes.
Well, that's not gonna do much good.
At the flickering darkness.
Maybe I think I should probably call
You're
someone.
just stuck here in the half world. Could try
Okay.
looking at other people.
I could.
Really looking.
Like, really?
But why would
I've been
you
doing
want
that.
to start doing that?
I don't know. I'm looking at people all the time. People are
Sure
nice
you
sometimes.
do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Well, not all of them, but some of them are nice.
At least they're interesting.
Exactly.
Each one has a
There you go.
process
Thank you,
just
Rhetoric.
like yours.
Yeah.
Running in the space between their ears, full of secrets.
Yeah, that's a very helpful note. Thank you there, Rhetoric.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness?
Yeah.
Look at all these lights blinking in and out of existence.
They're
Thoughts.
nice. They're pretty.
You're just pretending that you're asleep.
Sure.
Even to yourself. While the world goes on without you.
I mean, pretending to sleep. If you're not able to actually sleep, pretending to sleep helps at least a little.
Let it. Let it.
But
Nah.
it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
I like, you had me. You didn't quite have me until the end there. I like the rock and roll bit. I really pulled it all together. All right, day 3. Day 3. Oh, we've still got that headache. That's fair. All right. Well, here we are. Let's get on up. Great. Well, that'll be it for today's episode. Got to speak to some nice... got to have some good conversations. Got to talk to Joyce for a bit. We ended up having to talk to the Sunday friend, and I'm sorry that I had to put myself through that. But you know what? It meant we were able to talk to Titus and make some progress there. So we've got places to go. We've got people to talk to. It's going to be great. So thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying this, maybe you want to click the like button. If you want to leave your thoughts in the comments, very welcome to do that. Yeah, if you want to subscribe, this is a good time to do that. You can also ring the bell if you want. If you want to support the channel financially, you can go to my Fourth Wall site, get merch, or become a member, or both if you want. Would really appreciate that. And yeah, thanks so much. I'll see you later.